No way. No way. With me here, I have Andrew from MetroVac. What's going on, dude?
How you doing, man?
Welcome to the party. You excited?
Thank you for having me.
We're doing it, dude, and we are launching a couple MetroVac products at theradcompany.com, and we couldn't be happier. So today we have Andrew here who's going to be breaking down some of these products and kind of going through some of the MetroVac line, and is also the products that we're carrying at theradcompany.com. And so if you've never heard of MetroVac before, you might have been living under a rock because they've been around for quite some time in the detailing industry and they have a lot of great products here. Sure. MetroVac, tell us all about it.
Well, start off, I'm fourth generation. Metropolitan Vacuum Cleaner Company was started by my great-grandfather in 1939.
Crazy.
Selling refurbished vacuums door to door.
No way. Okay.
And we just evolved over time, in different industries, IT, pet grooming, obviously automotive, inflator, deflators. We even made an air suspension batting tee at one point.
No way,
Yeah.
really? Did you actually?
Yes.
You guys have had some pretty amazing ideas over the years, and I'm glad that you're continuing to innovate.
This is the first time we'll be introducing and creating a cordless vacuum. So
Dude, I'm pretty excited. We're gonna get to that here in just a little bit because I have a lot to say about this. MetroVac, we've had MetroVac units in the studio for a few years, and then prior to that, I think my first experience with MetroVac was actually the Master Blaster here.
the Blaster is the 4 horsepower. It's a great unit. You really don't need much more power than that.
Yep.
The Master Blaster is obviously, the gold standard.
Yep.
But yeah, we did a little bit of a design change, as some people might notice. We're just
No, the logo's sick. I like
straight
it.
M,
Dude, it looks awesome. The first product we wanted to talk about is going to be the Sidekick. So tell us about this.
It is what it is. It's a 1.3 horsepower motor. This thing's blowing out about 18,500 feet per minute, and just your typical on-off switch. It's durable. It has a 1-year manufacturer's warranty. We have a 3-year warranty on the motor for this, and it just gets the job done. It's small. I really wouldn't use it by itself. I would really focus on using it with a microfiber and then getting inside all the cracks and crevices, windows, door jams, wheels, that sort of thing.
And then motorcycles, of course.
Absolutely.
I mean, this is like a beast for motorcycles.
So everybody's always been like, why do you only have like this little, tiny cord? And it's like, well, you can put it in your saddlebag,
Dude, you could put it in your detailer's helper belt, you could carry it around, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
But they also have a longer, so it's going to be, I think, a 14-inch extension cord version, right? Or how long is it?
So this is 14-inch. We have
Okay.
a 12-foot, and then we have a 25.
Cool.
We
So-
also make this with a variable speed control if you want to have more, a little sensitive areas, that
gotcha.
sort of thing.
Sweet. And this comes with a couple different attachments. And so this is one of the things at theradcompany.com. So I like this. This is what I chose, right? So again, they have the different corded versions. I chose this one because almost all of us have extension cords at home. And again, you don't really want to be limited to what the tool can do plugged into the wall. You want to be able to use an extension cord to be able to get around the vehicle. And so what's sweet here is you have your filter here on the bottom,
Yep.
right? So this is going to be a replaceable and also reusable filter.
Very
so
easy.
That just pulls right out. You can put it right back in, so you are getting filtered air coming out of this. Now, if you have a coated vehicle, though, that's where this right here, this little guy is going to shine. You can dry your coated vehicle with this thing alone. It's got enough power to do it, but again, it's all going to be about what that surface tension is on the surface of your vehicle. Whether you have a coating, a sealant, or a wax, you just need that good water behavior, right? If you have no protection on that car, that water is going to just be flat. So anyways, the Sidekick here, we'll do a quick little kind of demo just to kind of show people what this looks like. And so what I've done here is, Andrew, I grabbed myself an IK sprayer, right? This was the E version. I had to actually hand pump this thing. Got a little bit of Hero rinseless wash in here. So we're gonna give this a pump, and then we're gonna follow through with this guy right here. So Sid's vehicle, I believe there is a coating on this, right, Sid? Right? There's something on this. Knowing Sid, there's something on this. So we're gonna go ahead, spray this on. We're seeing everything start to bead up, right? That's kind of what we're looking for. Get enough water on there. Grab our Sidekick. Again, we got an extension cord on here, and then we're gonna go and flip this on. Getting all those cracks. But again, look at this kind of how much I can pinpoint to get rid of a lot of that excess water. Blow it out. And then I'll follow up with my microfiber towel, right? I'll literally come through, and then like Andrew said, you can actually have a towel in your hand, right? Whether it's like a gauntlet or something like that, you could blow that up and into the towel and then call it good that way. You did bring some other toys, because before we jump into my favorite thing ever, we're gonna talk about what do you have over here?
Well, this is our 4 horsepower. This is our vac and blow. It uses the same 4 horsepower motor as our blaster.
Okay.
It's an 1.25 inch diameter hose. We had this in 3 different variants. So I said, what are we doing?
Yeah.
It gets confusing. I decided to just combine all 3. So with this, it's wall mountable. It comes with a detachable dolly with swivel wheels, 2 6-foot hoses, extension wands, nice turbo brush, and then a floor brush. You also get the micro cleaning toolkit. So just for all the small cracks, crevices, this is a really nice entry level, you know, for driveway warrior, weekend warrior, even professional detailers can use this. It has 90 inches of water lift, which is pretty powerful.
Yeah.
It gets the job done.
Yep.
You know, it's so funny because the cordless on high is actually more power than this.
No way. Is it really?
Yeah, it's just about 100 inches of water lift.
No way. That's amazing. Now let's jump into what could be my favorite part of this and the moment I've been waiting for. So the cordless hand vac has been taken off for you guys, and this has been a super popular unit. I saw it for the first time at SEMA.
This is a 250 watt brushless DC motor, so it's incredibly high power. It has a removable battery pack. The version you guys are selling has 2 of these battery packs.
Yep.
So it's a 22.2 volt battery.
Okay.
And it's just got, you know, it's just under 3 pounds.
It doesn't
And again,
really weighs anything.
It doesn't weigh anything. This is as simple as it gets. Are you going to detail an entire car with this?
No,
No,
not at all.
You're not. This is, oops, I missed a spot.
Yep.
This is where is this? Oh, my wife took it. Because it's just, it gets the job done. It's for home, it's for your car, it's for your garage, honestly, for anything, really. But the best thing about this is it has 3 different power levels. So you can have low, medium, or high. And it's just got great power.
It's got great
it does
power.
have an auto shut off feature. So if you block it for too long, it will shut off just so you don't override that motor. And it takes about an hour and a half to charge from dead.
Yep. And you'll have 2 batteries so you can cycle through. And so depending on which setting you're using, right, you're really only looking at maybe a 10 to 20 minute interval of something being down during a charge time. So we have a couple different options here for accessories, right?
Yeah. So I mean, on there right now is just the pickball. It's a upholstery nozzle. You know, this set comes with, you know, shoulder strap.
Yep.
You can put a 3-foot hose on there, which, you know, I actually really like doing this because it's a little bit of a hands-free option. So
Pull that off.
pull that off, hose goes on, and then you get the attachment. That way it kind of allows you, you know, it's lightweight.
It weighs nothing.
Yeah.
You can literally just wear it.
You could just wear it. It has a reusable bag. This is, you know, just easy shakeout. And quite honestly, if you got the Sidekick and this is, you know, gunking up a little bit,
Blow that
just
out with
blow
that.
it out, you
Yep,
know?
okay.
The great thing about this, another great feature, this is a HEPA filter. This, I mean, the one at home I've still had in there for like a year just because I try to keep this very clean.
Yep.
My philosophy is if there's nothing showing on the back, if this is still nice, clear, white, it's still good.
Wait, so with this out of here, right, what kind of suction power does that have on its own?
I don't know. Well, you know what's interesting? I brought this bowling ball over here.
So you think that this bowling ball, which it's not, I mean, it's not light, it's a freaking bowling ball, okay? You think that has enough suction power to pull that thing up?
I don't know. Do you?
I don't know. Okay, here we go. No way. No way. Dane's dying laughing right now. What the heck? Dude, you weren't kidding. That's seriously, it's like freakish power. That's amazing.
Yeah.
For just a little cordless hand vac. That's absolutely incredible.
I move a lot of hot air, but you know, we move air.
Let's go ahead and do a quick little demo and show you guys kind of what this looks like on the kind of day-to-day basis in a vehicle. So again, kind of mentioning it, like this is one of those things where I'm using it for small amounts of dog hair. I'm using it for some sand, some grit, my daughter's goldfish, things like that where I don't want to have to pull out a huge vacuum. It's just the convenience of this is pretty unreal. Also, if you wanted to, you can use this with just going straight into
absolutely.
Straight into that itself, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And so the hose is nice because you get a little bit more maneuverability, right? And you can do it like that, or you can just go straight into the vac. Does it make a power difference at all?
Not really. This is a 3-foot hose. It's not much. It's just to give you that little bit extra reach in smaller areas that you might worry about scratching, because you know this is metal. It is steel.
We had to end this on a good note. Andrew, dude, thank you so much for coming, man. This is like so
honor.
awesome.
It's an honor.
And what a great way to kick off the brand here at TRCMA. Guys, go check out the MetroVac products at theradcompany.com. You can go and pick up the new Cordless Deluxe Vac. You can also pick up the Sidekick. And if there's any other requests, we're open to them, open to suggestions. You can shoot us an email or a message at customer service.
Maybe in blue. Maybe we should do a nice blue and black.
Don't give them too many ideas, Andrew, but I mean, you never say never. So that's going to be it for us here at MetroVac. Thank you so much, and we're sending it back to you.
Well, that sucks. Thanks, Anthony, for the throwback. Also, for another throwback, you can check out the full, uninterrupted, unedited versions of these videos at this super sweet playlist of all TRCMA content. Now that you got that, make sure you hit like and subscribe to the Rag Company YouTube channel. Leave us a comment down below to help us out in the old algorithm, and we will catch you on the next one.